What's up, guys? What is up, guys? Let's do a quick live stream and let's find some plays because there's already some bets coming up for... Fuck, bro, we got the WNBA tonight, and then we also have some NBA value kind of coming up on better. And again, there's so many fucking sports books. Can only focus on so many on these streams, but like if you use Caesars... Getting an MLB team plus money on the run line, plus 1.5 run line, plus 115, that seems pretty good. You know, you can see Pinnacle and Circa have the other side, Dodgers minus 1.5 at minus 115, so it's a pick-em market. But anyways, I'm going to keep this live stream real tight. Let's get in the value. And let me just show you what we got cooking. So the first play is Kyrie, and this is on better. So ideally, you know, you want to use as many of these books as possible. So like, you know, PrizePicks, other fantasy sites, they have Kyrie's line at 21 here. Where do they have him here? Let's take a look at Underdog. Let's see what we got here. And where is Kyrie's line? So they have Kyrie's line at 21 as well. On better, we can get him at 20.5. And you can see here, like all the books have his over heavily favored. Have kind of been ripping that way too. Like, you know, whoops, let's go here. Like you can see the market's already kind of taken Kyrie's line higher. Why? I don't know. But you can kind of see all the early action has ripped Kyrie's over to being a much bigger favorite. You can look at all these different sports books, their line movement charts. Kyrie's a big favorite to go over. It's like, okay. Same thing with Ant. You know, minus 140s across the board. So these sports books are telling us like, hey, he's more likely to go over as opposed to under. And what we want to do is we want to find some plays to pair with it. And again, they have a Luka discount, which you can play if you haven't already played it. I actually, you know, I gave out a play in the last live stream, but you can see they have a free square on Luka, over half of a point. But it's only $5 maximum, which is fucking annoying, only a $5 max. But regardless, I'm going to keep this live stream tight, so let's just see what we have here. If there's any NBA plays or something like that that we want to take advantage of. And I'll kind of show you. Meh, whatever. Anyways, another play we have right here. You don't have as many books that post hits plus runs plus RBIs markets, but what we can do is we can throw in a baseball play for tonight. So we got in the Red Sox game. You know, we want to find spots like better. There's thousands of different bets you can take, all these different players. What we want to zone in on is like, okay, where are the players? You know, so now we're going to have 3 overs in our slip. So you can see for Duran, all the books have his over heavily favored. Over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. Minus 150 on Bet Online and Bovada. Minus 150 favorite to go over. So the over is the more likely outcome. So we're using market data. You know, everything's priced into the market. Lineups, injuries, who's pitching, weather. You know, all that stuff is baked into the market. Minus 150 means a 1.5 to 1 betting favorite. 1.5 to 1 betting favorite, 60%, you know, implied win probability. So it's like, yo, we're cooking. We got some good plays. This play we included in the previous stream, but Jason Tatum to get a block. I mean, sometimes it's not the plays you'd expect, but every sports book, so all these different, you know, books have his over heavily favored. So it's like, you know, if we want to lock in another slip, what we can do is we can lock in another slip. And again, on better, they only give you a 5x payout. You can see right here for these 3-pick entries, which is pretty shitty. Underdog Fantasy, they give you Underdog Fantasy gives you a 6x payout on 3-pick entries. So long story short, when you kind of like go through the math, you'll see 5-pick entries are optimal on better. And what we want to do is find one more pick that we like. In some of these plays, it's just like, man, I'm not sure. Do we want to go with it or do we not? But we'll find something. Let's find something. So the final play, I mean, I think we were taking a look. Obi Toppin's line has been moving a little. I think PrizePicks last night had him at like 7, something like that. But you can see here, under 8.5 points can be the final play we go with on better. So all these plays have value. Like, you know, if you're only using PrizePicks, they don't have Tatum to get a block. So where's block shots? They don't have it. So that's kind of one of the benefits of using multiple books. But let's go here. Where's Obi Toppin? And let's just kind of finish out our slip. Under 8.5 points. So this is going to be a 5-pick entry. 2 plays for the Mavs game. 2 plays. Oh, man. For game 1 of Celtics-Pacers, bro. I really hope if the Pacers win, that's going to be fucking crazy. Just taking down New York and Boston sports teams. But anyways, let's get this in. Anyone tailing this? We got a 5-pick entry. So what we can do is just throw it together. You could add in Luka for the 6th pick. But we got it in. So as a sports bettor, you want to go to the hot girl at the bar, right? Like right now, I don't really see anything on DraftKings. Not a lot of value on DraftKings. There's some plays on Caesars, some plays on Better, some plays on PrizePicks. So trying to just focus on the books that actually have good value. So what we can do now is let's go over to PrizePicks and let's see what we got, man. So let's see what we got there, and also I'll put in Underdog. But let's see if we can get something on PrizePicks real quick. Because there were some WNBA plays. There may not be any NBA today, but, oh, fuck, bro. So we're going to be doubling down on Alyssa Thomas. I actually have her in the slip I gave out from Twitter yesterday. We have her under in fantasy score. But what we can do is we can... Ooh. So I'm going to throw in Caitlin Clark. We'll see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So let's take a look here. We have Alyssa Thomas under 18 RAs. Bro, that's a crazy high line. She's like the Luka. She's like the Luka, the Josh Hart. Maybe more like Luka. 18 RAs is crazy. But if we go to the WNBA, and what we can do is let's just look at the Sun game. So where do they have it? Rebounds plus assists. Where is it? So Alyssa Thomas, like FanDuel, even if you don't use FanDuel, it's a $10 billion company. They're pretty fucking good at setting lines. Checking the lines on FanDuel should be a part of your process. So this OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer is just pointing out discrepancies. So not only does FanDuel have the line lower at 17.5, and again, here's the better play if you want to tail. Shoot, where did it go? Please tell me it didn't log me out. No, it didn't. But anyways, here's the play. 5-pick entry. They give me a max of $100 on these, so this is what I locked in. And maybe we'll find another better slip that we can kind of double down on these plays on. But what I wanted to say is like, okay, so PrizePicks, we want the under 18 RAs. FanDuel has the line at 17.5. Not only do they have the line lower at 17.5, but they have the under as a big favorite, minus 138 favorite. So it's like, okay, that seems pretty good. And then what we can do, what's up, guys? Sabrina PR under, McDavid free square on Underdog. Yo, is there another Underdog promo? No fucking way. Why don't I get these promos? So I don't see another Underdog promo, which is annoying. I don't have another Underdog promo. But regardless, let's see what we have here. So we have Alyssa Thomas under 18 RAs, which seems really good. So it's just like the WNBA, I mean, since the season started like last week or whatever it was, there have been some pretty good line discrepancies. So that's why I decided to stream, is we can just take a look, try to get in a slip real quickly. Again, this fantasy optimizer just points out discrepancies, like it's just data. So you can see here for Lainey Hamilton, PrizePicks has the line at 20.5. Every other book, again, you don't have as many books, as many betting markets. It's not as active of a betting market. But all these other books, FanDuel 19.5 under favored, all the other fantasy sites 19.5. So it's like, okay, seems like pretty good value on that under. So we got 2 WNBA plays. But ideally, we can include a star. That would be nice. Because if we include a player with a star, we get a nice little 10% payout boost. So ideally, we can find a player with a star, even if it means, actually, we have our star. Dude, so we're already on Kyrie points. That was the play with value on Better. But on PrizePicks, or if you only use PrizePicks, they have Kyrie PAs. So points plus assists. Again, on PrizePicks, they give you a shitty payout. Only 5x for 3-pick entries. Underdog 6x. But again, you take his over, you take his under. You get the same payout. And you can see here, all the books, have his over favored. Granted, FanDuel more aggressive than like Fliff's more aggressive than Bovada. All these books have their own models. They're taking different bets, kind of moving lines around based on where action's coming in from sharp, profitable customers. But you can see okay, some value on that play. Plus it's a star. Plus Anthony Edwards is guarding him. And what we can do is now we can just ideally try to find a couple more picks that we can throw into our entry. Because there is some good esports value. And using a star, it just means we'll get a 10% payout boost if we hit. So where is this? Where is this, man? So we have, and what I try to do is minimum number of data points. Like when I'm betting on esports, obviously not as popular, as active of a market compared to the NBA, is sometimes I just set minimum number of data points. So minimum number of points of comparison to 3 or 2, whatever. But, just ideally so you feel a little better about your wager, a little better about the confidence in your edge. So you see here, okay, SM3T, 23.5, 25, 25, right? These books are pretty fucking good at setting projections. So you always want to be finding value on these. So okay. And then Hot Streak, which is a sports book, they not only have the line 3 points higher, but they have the over juice too, right? They have more juice towards the over. Over's fucking favored. So it's okay, that seems solid. And then, what did I want to say, man? What did I want to say? So let's go here. And what we can do, dude, are we really going to make a 3-pick fucking entry? Or sorry, 6-pick entry? Should we do a 6-pick entry or should we do a 5-pick entry? So here, once again, line discrepancy. Dude, a lot of esports value kind of popping up. Again, esports is great. Not because it's a fun sport to watch, but there's just a lot of games. A ton of games. And a ton of games means a ton of opportunity for books to fuck up their lines. Because there's 50 games a day. I mean, it's insane. If you look at Underdog, all these books are setting their own lines, running around, fucking clueless, games starting at 2 a.m., 1 a.m. There's hundreds of games a day, and these books just, they make mistakes, and lines move, and they just don't have, the technology to kind of update their lines in time. So anyways, here we have a 5-pick entry. Let's just get it in quickly, because obviously we have the WNBA game start in just a couple minutes. So this is a nice little 6-pick entry. And what we can do is we can go here, and let me just put the link in the chat really quick. PrizePicks also has a promo. If you bet 2 goblins to go over, or if you bet a slip with all goblins and you win. So here's the 6-pick entry. People want 6. Here's the 6. Where's the Connor McDavid promo? People keep saying Connor McDavid promo. So the PrizePicks link's in the chat if you want a tail. So we got a PrizePick slip. 6-pick entry. Let's fucking go. So we got a PrizePick, 6 flex. We got a better play. And what we can do is, why don't I get the fucking promos? Come on, Underdog. So I'm not getting shit on Underdog. At least I don't think so in terms of promos. But we can see if there's any value on Underdog for the people who do get promos. Shit, man. Was there more value on PrizePicks that just popped up? So again, here you can see esports lines for tomorrow. There's only 2 books posting lines, and there's some massive discrepancies, which is good information to have. Maybe if it's a really big discrepancy, we could middle bet it. But if you need a play on Underdog, it seems like the best value is on Yanamoto fantasy score under, and Ezzy McBegor under 9.5 rebounds. But again, I didn't get a fucking promo. So I'll need to find another pair if we're able to get it in time. And nothing really crazy. Nothing crazy on Underdog. I mean, there are always some good esports line discrepancies, and Underdog's the most exploitable book for esports. So if you look right here, so that was the PrizePick slip. So again, here's a PrizePick slip we locked in. Better, they don't have a website you can bet through, which makes it a little annoying, but you can see on my phone, hopefully, and they already removed Jalen. Okay. So they already removed one of these, but maybe we can find another better play. But something like this on Underdog wouldn't be a horrible idea if we just take a look, like, you know, they have his headshot line a point higher like rest of the market. So we only, like, you only as a sports bettor, you want to find plays. You want to see discrepancies. If all books have the same line, that means there's no fucking value on your bets. But anyways, this play seems fine. Obviously, if you have the McDavid promo, replace whatever you want to replace. I think Yamamoto has been pretty hot, but let's see, man. Dude, I really hope the Pacers win. Minus 450 game one. The series could be a shit show, but hopefully they keep it interesting. And then the Timberwolves are opening as like minus 180 favorites. I don't know how they won, but anyways, let's see if I can get in this underdog play. So they give us a 6x payout for 3-pick entries, so I was able to get it in. So we got in an underdog play, and what we can do now is, let's see what we got, man. Anything else we like on PrizePicks? Because there is some good value on PrizePicks. It's just like, it's a lot of the same shit, man. So let's go back here. Let's put in better. If you missed the first play, because there is still some NBA value on better, is what you can do. Dude, and these plays have pretty strong edge. I mean, Kyrie's line has just kept moving higher off the open. But we need one more play to pair. I don't love Conley points plus assists. I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't love it. But, sheesh. So we could probably build another PrizePick slip. Should we build another PrizePick slip, or should we call it a day? So we got Altuve over 8 bases. Or sorry, over 7 FS fantasy score. He's obviously been a little... He hasn't really done shit recently. But again, every game's different. They're playing the Angels. Dude, so this line on FanDuel, this is good for us. Like, these books don't just move lines for random reasons. FanDuel just dropped Alyssa Thomas's line even lower to 16.5. You can see here they put a little arrow. We're getting under 18. Like, that's crazy. They're really screwing up that line. But there's also value on, like, her PR line, points plus rebounds. We're already on her. Dude, I'm fucking fading Alyssa Thomas every which way. We are riding her every which way tonight. If you've been tailing the slips. But PR seems fine. I mean, I'm going to have to move quick. To get this slip in before the game starts. But we have some great value kind of popping up. Dewana Bonner, under 19.5 points. And maybe we can find one more better slip to lock in. That would be awesome. And again, like, the only reason I'm doing this is because we're close to game time. I mean, we'll include Kyrie again. Obviously, it's a star, so we get a 10% payout boost. So I always, especially if there's value on a star, I try to throw it into a couple slips. Because, again, we're getting a 10% fucking payout boost if we hit. So what we can do is let's just build another slip quick, finding kind of discrepancies in the market. So, like, here, it's like, whatever. Kind of annoying. You don't have as many books posting lines, but pretty clear, like, okay, PrizePicks is well below the market. We have 2 other data points. It's like a stock, right? We can buy a stock at 24. We got 2 other data points telling us it should be worth 26 half. So it's like, okay, that seems pretty good, but we need to find one final pick that we want to pair. And because we got a 5-pick entry, going. And what do we want to do now? Yeah, this is fine. So again, just trying to move quick, get in one more slip before the game start, because why not? Obviously, we're fading Alyssa Thomas again, but I'm fine with that. So let me put this in the chat real quick. Here's the play, Dabble. Someone saying, yo, look at Dabble. Link. Here's the link. Don't think you can click the link, though. Yo, the link's in the chat. Alyssa Thomas already bumped. Yeah, we switched to Alyssa Thomas. I mean, initially we got in the value on her RA line. They bumped that shit. So they bumped her RA line down to 17.5. We got 18, which is obviously better. But what I want to do, man, is let's take a look at, like, FanDuel. Does FanDuel have any value? I say this all the time, but, like, FanDuel, Leon, I mean, any hockey people in the chat? We got Game 7 of Oilers-Canucks tonight. Like, Leon Draisaitl over 1.5 points. This is the best value on FanDuel for tonight. I mean, again, like, FanDuel has fucking thousands of lines up for every game. Like, you look at, first period, shots on goal, goalie props, all this shit. But, like, you want to take a step back out of the millions of possible bets, what plays actually have value? It's like fucking first step, fundamentals to making money sports betting. So do people like this? Leon Draisaitl over 1.5 points. I mean, FanDuel has it plus 112. No other book is giving you fucking plus money. Every other book basically has this like minus 110, minus 118. Leon Draisaitl over half of a point. What do people think? Is it good? Do we like it? So let's go back to Underdog. And what we can do is we can put in this. And then let's go here and let's put in this. And let's put in better. And ideally, we can try to find one more better play. And gonna avoid that. Zach Hyman not to score a goal. Fuck, bro. Nah, gonna avoid that. Gunnar Henderson under 1.5 bases. And then this Dean Kremer play I'm already on. But hey, what we can do is here you can see like, Gunnar's under. All of these books have his under 1.5 bases heavily favored. So let's go here. I mean, let's just try to get one more better slip in. The first play move. So if you need another better slip, something like this seems decent. So you can just run it as a 5-pick entry. They say, hey, your max is $100. It's like, okay, word, thanks. Because this Kyrie play, it'll be bumped by the morning. I guarantee you check Kyrie Edwards in the morning, they'll be up at, 21.5, 28.5. Good value. It's not going to fucking last, dude. So you want to get it in. If you want to ride guys, you got to get it in quick because they will move the line, right? They will move the line. If you want to ride the dude, you got to be aggressive about it. You got to get in there, man. But anyways, let's see what we have here. What were we talking about? So best value on FanDuel. Underdog, please. Underdog. People want Underdog. Yeah, I can't take it, but he's been amazing. So apparently Leon's been amazing. So if you use FanDuel, obviously it's a slow day. It's fucking lame. We only have WNBA today. No offense to women, I'm big supporter, but I wouldn't mind some normal NBA too. But you can see here, Draisaitl 2+ points. Like, that's the same shit as over 1.5. A lot of times people it's not confusing, or it's a little confusing at first. It's like, where's the over 1.5? And it's like, well, 2+ points is the same thing. So this just like converts it and kind of compares it. But I mean, plus 112 is crazy, man. Plus 112 is crazy, so I'm going to lock it in. We can also look at Dabble. Some dude in the chat keeps talking about Dabble. He must really like this Dabble app. So that was the better slip, and let's see if there's anything on Dabble. And then let's just play this Draisaitl play. Okay, here. So we can look at Dabble as well, which isn't a book, we kind of talk about a lot, but we can check it the fuck out. So let's get rid of better. Is there anything on Dabble? There's really nothing on Dabble. Most of the value's on better. At least right now. There was a lot of value on PrizePicks too, but a lot on better. So I'm not going to do a Dabble slip, right? I don't show up to these streams and just try to do one thing from every book. I try to just see like, okay, where's there actually value in the market and drop slips for those books. If all the value's on better, I'll have more slips on better. But anyways, you can go to the NHL. I'm going to lock this in. Again, some of these books, FanDuel, Dabble, some of these books are just really janky when I'm running streaming software. But you'll see it on my picket. So we just have points plus assists, and we want to take Draisaitl 2+ points. I don't know why the fuck I don't have a McDavid free square. How did you guys get a McDavid free square, and why don't I have that shit, man? Anyways, they're only going to give me a max of $89 on this on FanDuel. Bro, why don't I get a free square on Underdog? But what we wanted to do is let's go here. Leon Draisaitl over 1.5 points, and they give me $89, and that's at plus 112 on FanDuel, which is the best line you can get. By far the best value. And you'll kind of see it on my picket. But anyways, so Is there anything else worth discussing? Meh, kind of like the same shit. Obviously, there's no NBA today. A little slower. I'll probably stream later. I'm going to go get some Chick-fil-A, walk over to Chick-fil-A, and then I'll be back, and then I'll watch some WNBA. Hopefully my fucking bets hit on Alyssa Thomas, and then I'll stream again. So, anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. Actually, is there any... We can see, man. Is there any value for, like, tomorrow? There's always some good early value on FanDuel. For my FanDuel people. And Caesars too, but I feel like nobody fucking uses Caesars, so I don't talk about it a lot. But like, look here. Early bet for tomorrow. Books just posted lines a couple hours ago. Some books even less so. 7 minutes ago, 59 minutes ago. So like books, you know, are starting to post lines for the upcoming day. FanDuel's opening the over 8 runs as favored, right? Minus 122 juice towards the over. So the over's favored. They have the under at plus 100, plus money, underdog. So we're getting underdog odds, right? Plus 100. You know, when you're betting at plus 100, when you're betting on underdogs, you only have to win 50% of your plays to break even. But all these other books have the under favored, right? Like Bet Online, Caesars, DraftKings, minus 105, minus 115. All these other books, WinBet, unders favored, more juice towards the under. Pinnacle, unders favored, more juice towards the under. So all these books are telling you like, hey, we think the under is the more likely outcome. They all have the under favored or juiced, and we're getting plus 100, which is a no fucking brainer. So maybe I'll lock in this as well. So this is for tomorrow. And again, like, you really don't know. When are there going to be the best opportunities? That's what's kind of fun about sports betting is whenever the books fuck up, like sometimes Underdog Fantasy, they'll drop a ton of esports lines. And here's the play we locked in on Underdog. They'll drop a ton of esports lines and they'll fuck up a ton of them. But anyways, you'll see it tracked in on my picket and kind of everything. Yo. So here's the bet, for example, on Leon Draisaitl, over 1.5 points, plus 112 on FanDuel. They only gave me $89. But anyways, just something, you know, I'd personally like to say is sometimes you can find some pretty good fucking value early on underdog. So it's like same thing here. FanDuel has the under. A lot of times the value's on the under, minus 104. All these other books have the under pretty heavily juiced. So we have FanDuel. And maybe I'll just fuck it. We're already here, so Tigers-Royals game. Might as well hit that under as well. Get in some early value. So under 9, minus 104 odds. How much are you going to give me? $389. Cool. Cool. So what do we have on this stream? Let's go back here. Under 9 Tigers-Royals. Under 9 Tigers-Royals. And that's for Tuesday. And tomorrow we have Dinger Tuesday. We got Taco Tuesday. Yankees-Mariners Tuesday. And what we can do is play this shit, bro. So all the live stream plays, you know, you can see them tracked in the sheet in the description on YouTube. I try to focus on, obviously, the main books, the more popular books. There's so many fucking sports books. Can't do them all, man. Can't do them all. But let's see here. Anything else worth talking about? Nope, not really. So I'll call the stream a day for now. I mean, we got in some prize pick slips, some underdog slips, WNBA starting. Let's make some fucking